everyone. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. When entering the building, we are back and we are surviving Modia. We are surviving Modia. We cannot let this go on and not come together and speak and give our opinions. Shout out to Purple Flowers, Pure Survival, Kylie in the building, D Dot in the building, John McMullen in the building. You know what I mean? Nakia Boo, you know, Upward Don Ward in the building. Make sure y'all smash that like button, man. Salute, love chops, love chops. Nick Williams, yes, tell them to get them likes up. Goodness gracious. We've been trying to find out for a long time. Is Modia with the shits pure survival? You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about literally. Is Modia into the men or the women? Now, ladies and gentlemen, you know we love everybody over here. Shout out to the LBG community, Pure Survival. But I don't know why Tyler Perry sits here and tries to pretend that he's not on the other side. You know what I mean? Shout out to Seeker of the Truth. We're here to seek the truth. Now, Tyler Perry, we know, is getting sued right now, and it's almost about to turn to a criminal case. Okay? And we thought that it was over, but it's not over. So now allegedly Tyler Perry is admitting that he is a transformer, you know what I'm saying, in order to try to get the criminal charges not to happen, in order to get the lawsuit not to happen. Now people saying that this is AI right here, but Tyler Perry is saying that he's not LBG community. But motherfucker, we know that you are, and we don't care that you are. Pure survival. How is all these men saying that you tried to take their virginity? You know what I'm saying? And you're not the G word.
Going on about my relationship status, let me make it clear to you all. I'm not gay. For those of you spreading rumor gel up at Kelly because she find out I'm gay, that's a big lie.
Now, do you hear what he's saying? Shout out to Lillian. Just hit that super chat, Pure Survival. So Modia is saying that he's not gay. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Modia is gay. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't think that he is. Put a 3 in the chat if y'all think that he's bi. Put a 3 in the chat if y'all think he's bi.
Rumor that have been going on about my relationship status, let me make it clear to you all. I'm not gay. For those of you spreading rumor gel up at Kelly because she find out I'm gay, that's a big lie. I broke up with her because we figured out we are not compatible and decided to go our separate ways. And if you must know, we're still working together, so enough with the rumor. And if you have interest in me to figure out I'm straight, kindly text me directly and I'll make out time to reply. Thank you.
So he's saying his girlfriend or his alleged fake girlfriend, Pure Survival, broke up with him because he really is not interested in being with her. Like she feels like everywhere we go, Modia, you're staring at men. You're trying to hug men from the back. You know what I'm saying? When you're supposed to be on a date with me, paying attention to me. You know what I mean? And then he wonders why people saying what they saying.
Rumor that have been going on about my relationship status, let me make it clear to you all. I'm not gay. For those of you spreading rumor gel up at Kelly because she find out I'm gay, that's a big lie. I broke up with her because we figured out we are not compatible and decided to go our separate ways. And if you must know, we're still working together, so enough with the rumor. And if you have interest in me to figure out I'm straight, kindly text me directly and I'll make out time to reply. Thank you.
Now, my thing is, if you are not that way, then why are all these men saying that you tried to smash? And they're saying that allegedly Tyler Perry just does not want to hurt the church. He's not allowed to come out as the G word, because of the churches that he goes to. That's what they're saying, why he won't tell the truth.
Look, I've been saying this for years. I think if Tyler just came out of the closet, I mean, this is a man, his claim to fame was dressing up like a woman.
No, we can't do that. He can't come out the closet because his core audience is the church audience.
I was going to say that.
Can't do that.
But
You see that? They said that Tyler Perry can't come out the closet because his core audience is church-going people, pure survival. But what I don't understand is, I'm not saying all church people, but think about what the preachers and pastors and things that they were accused to alleged to be doing to young kids. You know what I'm saying? So why would you care what the people in the church saying? If this is who you are, be who you are. You know what I'm saying?
look, I've been saying this for years. I think if Tyler just came out of the closet, I mean, this is a man, his claim to fame was dressing up like a woman.
No, we can't do that. He can't come out the closet because his core audience is the church audience.
I was going to say that.
Can't do that.
But don't you think by 2025 the church is just a little bit more accepting about this kind of thing?
They've always been accepting about it, but it's always about, just don't let that be the main thing you come in the door with when it comes to the church. In the church, look, is the choir directors, there's a queen, this guy.
Right.
People know.
There's no gay people in the black church.
Right. They know. They already know. They know. They know. But when you come in the door with that, that will rub them the wrong way. Not to say that you should hide or whatever. But it's just, keeping your private life private.
So he's saying that the church people, it will rub them the wrong way if Tyler Perry comes out as having a boyfriend. But even Tyler Perry's friends said that he admitted that he was, he had boyfriends on the low. Pure survival. You know what I mean? I don't understand how these men keep saying that Tyler grabbed their wieners, everything, if he doesn't go that way. Listen to what his friend said, his own friend. What the hell is going on? Smash that like button.
We were sitting at this table, and I just asked Tyler. Tyler made it clear that he said, "Look, no one can know that I'm gay." And I'm thinking, what? Are you looking around? Did you see all these sissies you hanging around at this table? Nobody can know that you're gay, and you sit around all these damn sissies. I said, well, why? Why can people not know that you're gay?
You hear this? He told this man with this bowling ball head, his friend, said that he can't tell nobody. Pure survival. He can't tell nobody because of the church stuff. But he's sitting at the table with Caitlyn Jenner, Lil Nas X, all these different people having dinner and romantic bondage
table. And I just asked Tyler. Tyler made it clear that he said, look, no one can know that I'm gay. And I'm thinking, what? Are you looking around? Did you see all these sissies you hanging around at this table? Nobody can know that you're gay, and you sit around all these damn sissies. I said, well, why? Why can people not know that you're gay? And he just told me, he said that if people find out he's gay, he's going to lose the support of the members of the black church members. Now, keep in mind, I had not been to Tyler Perry's plays. I'd only seen him on DVD. So I don't know who was going to see his plays. I assumed that they were just everyday African-American people. I did not know that he had such a huge church following. I'm not a church-going individual.
Now, put a 1 in the chat if y'all agree with Tyler Perry's friend that he can't let it be known that he's gay because of his church people. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that that's baloney. You know what I'm saying? First of all, him dressing in women's clothes is a sin, gay or not. So he's already messing up. Right, pure survival. So I'm like, why won't you just be who you are? Because it should be about your talent. You know what I mean? Why would you be hiding from them when in every religion, to me, I feel like it's demons in all of them. You know what I'm saying? And all these men that's coming out trying to get you locked up and sue you, they can't be all lying, saying you did the same thing to them.
We were sitting at this table, and I just asked Tyler. Tyler made it clear that he said, look, no one can know that I'm gay. And I'm thinking, What? Are you looking around? Did you see all these sissies you hanging around at this table? Nobody can know that you're gay and you sit around all these damn sissies. I said, well, why? Why can people not know that you're gay? And he just told me, he said that if people find out he's gay, he's going to lose the support of the members of the black church members. Now, keep in mind, I had not been to Tyler Perry's plays. I'd only seen him on DVD. So I don't know who was going to see his plays. I assumed that they were just everyday African-American people. I did not know that he had such a huge church following. I'm not a church-going individual. I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness, so I don't know anything about the black America and the black church scene, not like Tyler knew. And Tyler knew enough about the black church scene to tap into that. We were sitting at this table, and I just asked Tyler. Tyler made it clear that he said, look, no one can know that I'm gay. And I'm thinking.
And even Cat Williams was telling y'all, why do you think Tyler Perry plays such a good woman in these movies? You know?
Him and Tyler Perry can't play a man to save their life. They play good women, and I believe that the best actor should be in the best role. We put too much pressure on Tyler Perry. You know what I mean? He ain't put nobody on. The people that been in his productions, they not famous. All of them could walk through the mall without security. Be what you gonna be, but put your people on. If you a gay person and you in there, put some other gay people on.
Now you hear what Cat Williams is saying, that Tyler Perry is not trying to put on the people that he knows that he is. See, he likes to put on straight men, pure survival, and try to turn them out, ladies and gentlemen. All the men that Tyler tried to smash were straight men. Now, one of them, I think that Tyler Perry had an affair with. You know, the one that's saying, I forget his name. He said Tyler Perry tried to grab his wiener. I think that him and Tyler Perry was smashing. So I don't believe all of the men that's saying Tyler Perry took their tasty cakes, because I think some of them gave up the tasty cakes. I think some of them gave up the tasty
Him and
cakes.
Tyler Perry can't play a man to save their life. They play good women, and I believe that the best actor should be in the best role. We put too much pressure on Tyler Perry. You know what I mean? He ain't put nobody on. The people that been in his productions, they not famous. All of them could walk through the mall without security. Be what you gonna be, but put your people on. If you a gay person and you in there, put some other gay people on. Put somebody on. Or don't be wondering why people keep saying gatekeepers.
And you know that Tyler Perry is a gatekeeper. Oprah, all of them. Even Diddy's ex-bodyguard, Gene Deal, and Gene Deal's kneecaps said that Tyler Perry tried to smash him. And you see how big Gene Deal is? I've seen Gene Deal in real life, pure survival. Gene Deal looked like a dinosaur. And Tyler Perry was making sexual gestures at Gene Deal's kneecaps. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like button, guys. Tyler Perry tried to smash Diddy's ex-bodyguard.
Everything he's being accused of.
Here go a whole nother thing. But this guy, he doing a civil suit against Tyler Perry. I don't know if he put any racketeering or any criminal acts against him, but it's real funny, man, how stuff I talked about years ago, how Tyler Perry was at Jack the Rapper. I don't know if he was at Jack the Rapper per se, but Jack the Rapper was in Puerto Rico. And me and my man was sitting at a table, Black, this kid named Black, pretty boy Black. We were sitting at the table at this nice restaurant. And 2 bottles of champagne came over to our table.
Now, y'all hear this? Gene Deal, Diddy's ex-bodyguard, Ben said this. Gene Deal and Gene Deal's kneecaps said that Tyler Perry sent a bottle of champagne to him and another man, pure survival, in Puerto Rico. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that that was a sexual gesture. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that Tyler Perry was just trying to be nice. Modia just was trying to be friendly, so he sent some bottles over there. Because to me, if you're in Puerto Rico, pure survival, why are you sending bottles to these grown men trying to make sexual advances? You know what I'm saying? I think Tyler was trying to smash Gene Deal's kneecaps and trying to smash his friend.
Puerto Rico. And me and my man was sitting at a table, Black. This kid named Black, pretty boy Black. We was sitting at the table.
Now y'all see that? Gene Deal said that his friend was named Pretty Boy Black. Pretty Boy Black. So Gene Deal, how can you go in front of Modia with a dude named Pretty Boy Black, pure survival, and not think that Modia was not going to want to get with Pretty Boy Black? You know what I'm saying? Pretty Boy Black made Modia get motherfucker horny.
How Tyler Perry was in at Jack the Rapper. I don't know if he was at Jack the Rapper per se, but Jack the Rapper was in Puerto Rico. And me and my man was sitting at a table, Black. This kid named Black, pretty boy Black. We were sitting at the table at this nice restaurant. And 2 bottles of champagne came over to our table. I was like, damn, Black, you balling like that, bruh? So I know you got the bill. He was like, Gene, I thought you ordered that shit. I said, I ain't ordered nothing. What are you talking about? So I called the waitress. I say, hey, yo, these bottles was about $200-300 a bottle, bro. And you talking about we in early 2000s.
$300 bottles that Modia sent over to their table, pure survival. If he paid $300 a bottle and sent those many bottles over to their table, ladies and gentlemen, put a 1 in the chat if y'all think Tyler was trying to smash. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't think he was trying to smash. $300 a motherfucker bottle? Oh, he wanted some of them tasty cakes, Gene. Tyler, if you drank any of that motherfucking bottles, Gene Deal, I'm sorry, I'm gonna think Tyler smashed. He sent $300 bottles. That motherfucker wanted some of that boy Badusi. He wanted some of that boy Badusi.
Hey, bro. So I know you got the bill. He was like, Gene, I thought you ordered that shit. I said, I ain't ordered nothing. What are you talking about? So I called the waitress. I say, hey, yo, these bottles was about $200-300 a bottle, bro. And you talking about we in early 2000s. You know, they're like $200-300 a bottle. I'm like, hey, yo. Yo, this at the wrong table. You know what I'm saying? And she said, no. The gentleman over there sent the bottles over to the gentleman over here.
Whoa.
And they pointed to my man Black.
Oh, so Tyler Perry sent the bottles over to Gene Deal's friend, Pretty Black. So he didn't send Gene Deal's kneecaps the bottles. He wanted Pretty Black. Tyler Perry, Modia wanted to tear the back off of motherfucking Pretty Boy Ricky. Oh, my God.
And she said, no. The gentleman over there sent the bottles over to the gentleman over here. And they pointed to my man Black. And I looked at the gentleman over there, and I looked at Black. I looked at the gentleman over there, and he's smiling. And then I looked at Black. I looked at the gentleman over there, and it was Tyler Perry.
Wow.
I was like, oh, snap. I said, yo, little ninja, let me find out you wake up in the morning and Muddeer's in the room with you.
Wow, you hear this? Smash that like button if y'all agree with Gene Deal's kneecaps. He said if you was gonna wake up in bed with motherfucking Modia, pure survival, breathing her horrible ass breath all over you, with that motherfucking wig on her head, with the Timo wig on her head. He was not playing with Pretty Boy Black. And this was years ago that Gene Deal's kneecap said this. So Tyler Perry's been pushing up on men and going after them for years. This is the same shit that Diddy Glover was doing. He will take you shopping, all types of stuff. You know, that, man, he wasn't playing.
And then I looked at Black. I looked at the gentleman over there, and it was Tyler Perry. I was like, oh, snap. I said, yo, little ninja, let me find out you wake up in the morning and Muddeer's in the room with you. Man, he sent my man 2 bottles of champagne over. I was like, yo, Black, you know him? He was like, yo, no. I said, send him back. He was like, shh, I'm drinking them. I said, all right, dude. Go ahead and drink them as long as you want to. Tyler Perry sending grown men bottles of champagne over to their table back then.
Wow. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think Tyler Perry smashed Pretty Boy Ricky, Pure Survival. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't think that he smashed. Gene Deal's kneecaps told that boy do not drink those bottles. And he said, I don't give a damn. I'm going to drink those bottles. I think Gene Deal and motherfucker Pretty Boy Ricky must have separated. They must have separated, and Pretty Boys Ricky Tasty Cakes separated. Cause Tyler probably smashed.
Man, he sent my man 2 bottles of champagne over. I was like, yo, Black, you know him? He was like, yo, no. I said, send him back. He was like, shh, I'm drinking them. I said, all right, dude. Go ahead and drink them long as you want to. Tyler Perry sending grown men bottles of champagne over to their table back then. So when I told that story, you know, I guess some people was mad at me because I told the story. But I also knew about the Boondocks. Did you ever watch the Boondocks? And they did this segment on there when this actor was acting like he was a woman, like Madea, but only to have sex with men. You ain't never seen that?
Nah, I never seen it. I heard about it though. I've been hearing about it all week.
Yeah, man. They did an episode on the Boondocks of like Mud Deer, but only reason he was doing that was to have sex with men. Had him in the play, in the movie, and things like that. So they did that, and Tyler Perry had them take it off, and end up eventually having the whole show taken off the air.
Now, y'all see that? Tyler Perry got these people's show taken off of the air because they was exposing Tyler Perry blowing men's backs out all the way back then. All the way back then. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Christian Keys, because Christian Keys was first to come out and say Tyler Perry was trying to R-word him. Remember his actor Christian Keys said Tyler Perry was trying to smash and it was going to all come out? I believed him from the beginning. This man.
Done my best to forgive this person, but it happens. It happens. It's not just women that have to deal with it, but it's also men sometimes. And it'll be men tempting men. And that's why a lot of my posts over the last few years have been about taking the scenic route, you know, taking a long way around, because if that means that you can carry your integrity with you, then, and it's 11:11. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for another opportunity to connect with you. Please forgive my sins, my shortcomings.
And this man has been affected ever since Tyler Perry tried to pull his pants down, Pure Survival, and make his wiener disappear. You know what I'm saying? Everything that this man said was before the lawsuits came out with these other men, the survivors.
It's my bad decisions and my mistakes. Please continue to guide and protect us as only you can. Everybody's watching. It's not a presentation. If I see 11:11, I try to have another conversation with God. So thank you, Heavenly Father. I appreciate you. We love you. We thank you. In Jesus Christ's name we pray, amen. That's interesting. But there are people that will and have and will continue to, unfortunately, offer these things. And some of them are your heroes. Some of them are people who you're like, oh yeah, such and such is amazing, and he does this and he does that. Yeah, but he also does this and that.
Put a 1 in the chat if y'all believe Christian Keys, actor Christian Keys. He said these people will be your heroes. We're looking up to him like, oh, he does this, he does these great movies, he does that. but he also tries to blow people's backs out. This man said that Mo Dia offered him money to get buck ass naked, offer him money for certain roles, you know what I mean? But he had to give up sexual favors. This is he said it first.
People who y'all like, oh yeah, such and such is amazing, and he does this and he does that. Yeah, but he also does this and that. At some point soon, it's gonna have to come out. I've kept one of these on me since '05. Whether it's a keychain recorder or a pen, because most predators would check your phone.
See, so he kept a recorder. The man got Mo Dia on tape. He said, because most predators will check your phone. So Tyler Perry was making these motherfuckers give up their phones, everything. So he was recording him. This is all about to come out, sir. So you might as well come out as gay and make it like, look, we was all having an affair. You know what I'm saying? Because he going down.
Whether it's a keychain recorder or a pen, because most predators would check your phone. And once the sexual harassment started, I was like, well, I gotta protect me, because I'm saying no, and I don't want this person, as powerful as they are, to try to get in the way of my work. So I started recording. So I have them offering me money to take my clothes off.
Wow. Smash that like button if y'all believe Christian Keys. That Tyler Perry was offering him money to get buck ass doodle hole naked. Everybody get them likes up. This man is a survivor. He never let Mo Dia blow his back out. Pure survival. Now, some of the other guys, I believe that they let Tyler Perry blow their back out, because he done bought them cars, everything. But Christian Keys said, no, I'm not sleeping with Mo Dia, and I'm not sleeping with her Timo wig.
Once the sexual harassment started, I was like, well, I gotta protect me, because I'm saying no, and I don't want this person, as powerful as they are, to try to get in the way of my work. So I started recording. So I have them offering me money to take my clothes off.
Wow.
I have recordings when I wasn't working with them or for them. I have recordings of them confessing that, the other guys that they have on the payroll, all of the above.
Wow. So he told actor Christian Keys that he was in the Mo Dia's plays and the OVO, all of this stuff. Mo Dia told him, look, I got other people's tasty cakes on the payroll, pure survival. I got other boys that loves when I bring my milkshake to the yard. My milkshake brings these other men to the yard, pure survival. So if you don't want to give me that motherfucker boy Regina, if you don't want to give me that boy Regina, I got others during survival, sir. Yo, this is sad, guys. He said he had other men tasty cakes on the payroll.
I have recordings when I wasn't working with them or for them. I have recordings of them confessing that, the other guys that they have on the payroll, all of the above. And the difference is, the wonderful thing about confidentiality agreements and non-disclosure agreements is that they can't prevent you from turning all of those things over to the police, because sexual harassment is a crime. Attempted sexual assault is a felony.
Wow. Sexual harassment is a crime. Mo Dia, pure survival. And he never signed a non-disclosure agreement. So everything that he has on tape, ladies and gentlemen, he can bring to the FBI. Mo Dia. And if y'all didn't notice, Tyler Perry is getting rid of his studio. He's getting rid of his studio right now. This is how the walls is caving in on his ass. Per the Bible, the freak off walls is caving in on him like tight butt cheeks. And you know he doesn't like tight butt cheeks to close in on him.
The difference is, the wonderful thing about confidentiality agreements and non-disclosure agreements is that they can't prevent you from turning all of those things over to the police, because sexual harassment is a crime. Attempted sexual assault is a felony. And Tams, you literally just asked, why do we as black people have to deal with that? But sometimes it's our own people. Sometimes it's our own heroes.
Wow.
Sometimes it's the very people we deify. And we look up like, oh, they're doing so much, they're doing so much. No, they're also doing this. And my only reservation about naming the people, there was directors along the way like, hey, you read for this, that, and the other. You want to come back up to the apartment? I'm like, nah, I'm good. You got my headshot, my resume, and I'm good.
And why do they do this, ladies and gentlemen? The man's already did everything he had to do. He fit the role, pure survival. But like he said, the directors, all of them sick people in the Illuminati is telling him, look, won't you come up to my apartment, pure survival? Why don't you come on up to the room? I got something for you up there. You know what I'm saying? Why do they have to deal with the sexual harassment? Why do you got to give up your virginity, you know what I'm saying, to be in Hollywood? They all cannot be lying. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like button, everybody. This is sad. The man is a survivor.
And my only reservation about naming the people, there was directors along the way like, hey, you read for this, that, and the other. You want to come back up to the apartment? I'm like, nah, I'm good. You got my headshot, my resume, and I'm good. If I can handle that or not. I can kill that. But I don't need to come up to your apartment. We already had the audition. There's other people that I want to say everything, and my brother was like, nah, not yet. I want to tell it on the mountain, over the hills, and everywhere. I want to speak on it. And the good news is that they don't even have to believe me. Hopefully they would, but even if they don't, they can hear this person. Since sexual harassment started, I've carried many recorder devices on me, keychains, pens.
Wow, he says, so we don't have to believe him, but the video recording that he has, once we hear this person's voice, we're going to automatically know who he is, pure survival, or know who she is. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all all know what Modia's voice sound like. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't know what Modia's voice sound like. Because if he got all of this shit on tape, you know that the feds know about this. This has been going on for so long in Hollywood. These people need to go down, ladies and gentlemen. And I know what Modia's voice sound like, pure survival. I know.
And the good news is that they don't even have to believe me. Hopefully they would, but even if they don't, they can hear this person. Since sexual harassment started, I've carried many recorder devices on me, keychains, pens, thumb drives with a charged battery that get 6, 7, 8 hours, all the above. So I have the conversations. I really want to air that shit out because it bothers me when I'm alone at night. Like, man, the world is celebrating this person and they don't even know the shady and predatory way in which this person moves.
Wow, this is very, very sad, guys. Shout out to the lounge, beautiful in the building, man. Like the man is saying, we are out here praising Modia, and we're not even knowing that Modia is doing this to these men. My God. The man did everything he had to do for his acting to get the role. Pure survival. Now he got to give up his jelly roll hole. Now he got to give up his donut hole. It doesn't make no sense. These people must be stopped. The man should not have to be thinking and dreaming about Modia trying to smash all night long. He said he couldn't sleep at night. He could have been filed charges, pure survival. But he never told on Tyler. The other men came out and told. He kept saying, pretty much, you knew it was Modia that he was talking about, but his brother told him not to tell. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to sleep at night when you got this demon over top of you in this wig with a pistol inside of his purse. Pure survival. This is crazy.
Pens, thumb drives with a charged battery that get 6, 7, 8 hours, all the above. So I have the conversations. I really want to air that shit out because it bothers me when I'm alone at night. Like, man, that the world is celebrating this person and they don't even know the shady and predatory way in which this person moves and the way that, you know, predators resent the prey that gets away. So when you don't say yes, when you don't say, okay, I'll acquiesce and, you know, sign up and literally and figuratively play ball, because if we're not doing that, they resent you. This is a conversation we're going to have, and we're going to have soon, because it bothers me in my spirit that I can forgive people. That's one thing. But yeah, Pete, we don't play ball. That's my brother in there. And he knows the real deal. He knows the who. I'm good. Somebody said, you don't look okay. I'm okay. I have peace. I'm literally strategically planning my next 8 moves. I'm good. God got me because he was watching when I was offered these opportunities and I didn't say yes. I didn't say.
Wow. So thank God. Everybody put your prayer hands up because God was watching his back, literally. While Modia was trying to hug him from the back, God was telling him, keep your integrity, pure survival, keep your pants pulled up tight. Do not let him run inside and blow your back out. You know what I'm saying? So he has peace because he knows that he didn't give Tyler Perry a piece of his skins like the rest of these men. This is crazy, guys.
Moves. I'm good. God got me because he was watching when I was offered these opportunities and I didn't say yes. I didn't sell my soul or my ass. Excuse my French, y'all. I know some of y'all, hopefully y'all don't have no kids around, but I didn't sell nothing for success. It's like, nah, that's not what I want. You know, I ain't into that. I ain't into dudes. I got an only beard in the bed policy. Mine is the only beard in the bed.
You see that? He didn't sell his soul. Smash that like button, everyone, for him. Shout out to Stacy Burlock, one of my members, Pure Survival. You know what I'm saying? If you're not a member, come on and become one. The man said that he's not selling his soul for a freak off jelly roll. We got to give it up to him. Those likes should be up big time. You know how many other men that sold their souls and women because they offered them all kinds of money, stuff like that? That is horrible. I believe it. I'm sorry. I believe it.
My French, y'all. I know some of y'all, hopefully y'all don't have no kids around, but I didn't sell nothing for success. It's like, nah, that's not what I want. You know, I ain't into that. I ain't into dudes. I got an only beard in the bed policy. Mine is the only beard in the bed. Yeah, we ain't doing none of that. I don't get out like that. And these people kept on for years. Sexual harassment is a crime. Attempted sexual assault is a felony. And where I'm at now is that in the middle of the night, I think about if I'm brave enough to name the person. I'll take a polygraph live. I'll take 5 polygraphs live.
Wow, I believe him. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all believe him. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't. The man said that he will take 5 polygraph tests to prove that Modea was trying to pull his pants down and tug a hold of his wiener and make it disappear. I believe you, Christian. You know what I'm saying? Because you was the first one to come out and say it, and then all of these other men started to come forward. You know, but now the one dude that I think that was having intercourse with Tyler is this dude. This dude right here, I don't believe Tyler Perry R-worded him. I honestly believe that it was consensual. It was a consensual secret gay love affair. You know what I'm saying? And that's why Modea needs to stop lying about her sexuality. I feel like if you are gay, that will probably help you for you to make it like, hey, look, it was consensual. These men are lying. But this dude right here, I think him and Tyler Perry was in a relationship.
Welcome back, everyone. Now to our ABC News exclusive. Tyler Perry accuser Derek Dixon sits down in a TV interview for the first time, sharing allegations of workplace sexual assault and harassment. In June, he filed a $260 million lawsuit against the media mogul. These are claims that Tyler Perry denies. But Dixon says he's speaking out now to try to stop a billionaire who won't stop themselves. What made you decide to come forward with your story?
I wanted to speak out and not stay silent about it anymore.
Actor Derek Dixon sitting down for his first television interview since filing a $260 million lawsuit against media.
Now he's suing for $260 million, guys. I think Derek Dixon was definitely into Modea's Dixon. I don't think Modea took R-worded him. I think Derek Dixon was in love with the Dixon and he was in love with the money. You know what I'm saying? This is my opinion.
Mogul Tyler Perry, detailing the alleged sexual harassment and assaults he says he endured.
That's when you pushed me up against the wall and grabbed my ass again.
Dixon starred as Dale in Tyler Perry's BET series, The Oval.
Why are you yelling? I'm in this too, remember? You're not in it. Did you get shot at? No, I actually got shot.
He appeared in 85 episodes between 2021 and 2025. Tell us about the first time you ever met Tyler Perry.
Yeah, I met him at his studio opening party in 2019. I was working for an events company, and we met, and he said to me, are you an actor? And I said, well, not right now. I'm working on it, but not right now. And he said, yeah, you are. We need to talk. You should get my number and we'll talk about it.
Now you see this? Do you see these lying freak off cheekbones, pure survival? He told Modea that I'm not an actor. Modea walked up on him and said, hey, are you an actor? He was like, well, no, not right now. Like blushing and shit, pure survival. You know what I'm saying? And Modea said, oh no, you're going to be an actor today. Here, take my phone number. Why did you take this man's phone number, sir? Pure survival. You knew that he was hitting on you and he was about to pick you up because you was flirting back with him. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that he was flirting with Modea. Pure survival. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that he didn't know that Tyler was trying to smash. You said that you wasn't an actor and Tyler said, no, you're going to be an actor today. Give me your motherfucking number. You knew what you was getting into, sir.
Well, not right now. I'm working on it, but not right now. And he said, yeah, you are. We need to talk. You should get my number and we'll talk about this.
Did any of your initial interactions give you pause?
A few of them were, did give me pause, but they weren't bad enough to think like this was a dangerous situation in the beginning. Yeah.
According to your lawsuit, at one point early on, he bought you a car.
Yeah, he'd seen my Jeep around the studio that I was driving, and he said, you know, that's not a great car.
Tyler Perry.
So Tyler Perry bought this man a car. He's never been in his films or anything yet, and he bought you a car, sir? And you're trying to act like y'all wasn't in no relationship? The moment that he took you and bought that car, Pure Survival, when he put them keys in your hand, he pretty much put his dingling in your hand, sir. And you knew that you had his dingling in your hand. Shaking my head, dude buying another dude a car. Exactly. And he tried to act like he didn't know what was going on. Man, that motherfucker said, I'm buying this car. I'm putting money on this boy Badussi. I'm putting money down on this boy's Badussi. I'm putting money on this motherfucker.
Car.
Yeah, he'd seen my Jeep around the studio that I was driving, and he said, you know, that's not a great car.
Tyler Perry is an actor, producer, director, playwright, and prominent name in the entertainment space. He launched his career in the 1990s.
You want this half? You want this half?
His 2005 breakthrough film, Diary of a Mad Black Woman, debuted at #1 in the box office and was a massive success. To date, he's created 24 feature films, 20 stage plays, 17 television shows, and 2 New York Times best-selling books. In 2021, his prolific career earned him a spot in the exclusive Billionaires Club. His media empire includes his own production company, Tyler Perry Studios, based in Atlanta, one of the largest film studios in the country.
And that studio is supposed to be getting shut down, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler Perry Studios, because of what's going on right now.
I'm not trying to do anything other than meet somebody at their humanity.
As his career has flourished, he's also made a name for himself in the philanthropic space. So in early 2020, you land the role of Dale on The Oval. Was that a dream job?
It was, yeah. It was. To be a series regular on a show was something I always dreamed about.
The complaint includes multiple screenshots of text messages allegedly between Dixon and Perry.
And you see the text messages. You know what I'm saying? Do you see this, sweetheart? Do you think that Tyler Perry and this man was having an affair together? You know what I'm saying? Or do y'all think that it was Tyler Perry R-worded him? Why would you let a man send you a picture on a damn jet ski, sleeves out, shoulders naked, saying, look what he said to him. Nice picture. Yeah, the water does look calm. Nice picture. Great, amazing, awesome picture. You don't see that stud in this nice picture? You was telling this man that he looks nice in the picture. And Modia said, you don't see the stud in this picture? This was a gay love affair right here. You know what I'm saying? And he's trying to lie and act like it wasn't consensual. You know what I'm saying? They are flirting back and forth in these text messages.
Picture where he's on the jet ski. Well, I said, nice picture. And he said, yeah, the water looks calm. And he said, nice picture. You don't see that stud in that picture? Rude. And I said, LOL, yes, that's a stud. And all these texts, I tried to de-escalate them and make a joke out of them.
Some of the messages more sexual in nature.
One of them says, what's it going to take for you to have guiltless sex? Have y'all found that in therapy yet? I would hope that you would let someone hold you and make love to you.
Now, the complaint also alleges
Tyler Perry told this boy, what is it going to take to have guiltless sex with me? What is it going to take where you don't feel guilty that we're making love and we're buck-ass naked in bed eating ice cream, rubbing beards? What is it going to take for it to get popping? Like, I brought you a car, Pure Survival. I'm making you a star, Pure Survival. So you owe me some of that boy Badussi. You owe me some of that boy Badussi. That's how Modia felt. Like, you know what I mean? Once I bought this car, because some dudes do that, ladies. Like, and if you know a dude's trying to smash, don't accept the motherfucker's drink. If a motherfucker send you something to drink, like, hey, send that girl a couple bottles or send her some alcohol. Of course he's not sending this shit to you trying to be your friend. He's trying to smash. Yes, sweetheart. Lord, facts. A motherfucker dude is not doing something for you just from the kindness of his heart. He's not sitting on your Facebook hearting every single motherfucker picture. You know what I'm saying? And he's just doing it. He's just being a nice guy. No, he's trying to fuck. That's what he's telling you. Heart, heart, heart. I'm trying to fuck. And that's what the hell, Derek, that's what he was trying to do with this man. And this man knew it.
In January of 2020, there was an escalation from the text messages to Tyler Perry's behavior becoming physical. Can you explain that first alleged incident?
Yes, we were over his house. We're having some drinks in his guest house, and it was late at night, and he has a guest quarters, and said that you can sleep there instead of not driving. And his house is far from Atlanta and where I was living, and I got into bed, and then I noticed that he climbed into bed with me as well.
And I got in the bed, and then I noticed that Modia climbed in the bed with me. Pure survival. First of all, sir, what were you doing at her house at that time of night? Why would you have climbed your motherfucking ass in that bed after Modia bought you the car? You got in the bed. Like, I'm telling you, Modia, you need to let the world know, look, just say, fuck it, I'm out the closet. Because this man right here, he should not be getting no, 71 million or whatever. He got in that bed and he knew it was about to go down. I'm talking about doodle stains all on the walls. He's talking about Modia climbed in bed with me. No, you got in that motherfucking bed and you knew it was about to go down, sir. Butt juice everywhere.
Driving to his house is far from Atlanta and where I was living, and I got into bed, and then I noticed that he climbed into bed with me as well, and started rubbing my leg. And I jumped up out of bed, and he has said, turn around so I can look at you, and just commented on how I looked, and then he got up and left. So I thought after that instance, it was pretty clear that I was not interested in that type of a relationship.
So Tyler Perry got into the bed, buck ass naked, while you was in the bed, rubbed on your leg, and you claimed you just jumped up out of the bed, and then Tyler Perry laid back and looked at you and said, turn around, stick it out. Even Modia got the shout. Baby got back. So he laid back and told you to turn around and stick it out. Even white boys got the shout. And you turned around and stuck it out. Yo, that is crazy as hell. How didn't you jump up out the bed and start elbowing Modia all in this motherfucking scalp? How didn't you turn around and, it should have been furniture moving in there. He got up and turned around and showed his ass. That's crazy.
Me as well, and started rubbing my leg. And I jumped up out of bed, and he has said, turn around so I can look at you, and just commented on how I looked, and then he got up and left. So I thought after that instance, it was pretty clear that I was not interested in that type of a relationship. It was very, very strange. I think it's okay that people try to make a move or shoot their shot, but if they get rejected, I think that they should stop. And so I thought it would stop after that, and it didn't.
At the end of the second season, Dale gets shot in the chest 4 times.
So he's talking about he thought it was going to stop. So he went back to Modia's house. After Modia was trying to smash and rubbing on your butt and all this stuff, you thought that he was going to not try to do it again, and you came back over his house and got drunk and naked.
Why was that especially concerning for you?
What it meant to me was if I don't make him happy, I could stay dead on the show.
And the complaint specifically says, and I just want to quote it, Mr. Perry made it clear to Mr. Dixon that he would kill off Mr. Dixon's character if he did not indulge Mr. Perry's sexual harassment. Was that message clear to you?
For me, that was his way of showing his power over us and our careers, and that he doesn't have a problem with just killing one of us off.
You're also a screenwriter and had written a TV series called Losing It. Tell us about that.
He ended up wanting to read it, and I at first was like too embarrassed to even send to him, but he did, and he said he loved it and wanted to shoot the pilot for it.
All right, let's go to June of 2021, another alleged incident that you outline in your lawsuit where you're again at Tyler Perry's home in Atlanta, and it ends up with you locking yourself in a bathroom.
We started out having drinks in the living room like we, have done before, and
You see this? We started out in the living room having drinks like we had before. So he took himself back to Modia's house, and Modia tried to smash, and he ran like a female into a bathroom and locked himself in the bathroom. Pure survival. Motherfucker, workout, in shape, everything. And you went and locked yourself in the bathroom? Yo.
it got to a point in the night where, we were both kind of feeling drunk, and I remember we were walking back to the guest area where I've stayed before, and there was this health monitor scale on the way. And I was like, "What is that?" And he said, "Well, you have to be in your underwear to measure, whatever. So you should do it." He reached down and pulled my underwear down and grabbed my ass, and I, tried to stop him and pull back my underwear up, and he kind of grabbed my arms and said, "No, it's okay."
So this grown man is saying that Modia grabbed him and pulled his pants down. Like, pulled his pants down and palmed his tasty cakes. Yo, put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that he's lying. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that he's telling the truth. Like, come on with the bullshit. Tyler Perry told him, "Look, you got to be naked to do this game or whatever we doing," and then he just pulled his motherfucking pants down. Like, and you didn't do nothing to him. Like, you didn't sock him in the head. Like, you didn't bite the motherfucker. You didn't do nothing. You just let him pull your pants down, sir.
My ass, and I, my day before, and there was this health monitor scale on the way, and I was like, "What is that?" And he said, "Well, you have to be in your underwear to measure, whatever. So you should do it." He reached down and pulled my underwear down and grabbed my ass, and I, tried to stop him and pull back my underwear up, and he kind of grabbed my arms and said, "No, it's okay. Just go with it." And I said, "Stop, I don't want to be naked, I don't want this." And he was just like, "No, I'm not gonna hurt you," and just continued. And in that moment, unless someone's been through something where they have their control over their bodies taken away, you don't really understand the kind of feelings that you get in that moment. It was almost like every thought came through my head: to run, to fight, to freeze.
Every thought in your head to run, to fight, to survive, to do all this shit, and you did nothing. You just sat there and let him sexually molest you right there. Pure survival. As a grown ass man, I can't deal. And he said, Modia just said, chill, let me just put the head in. I don't want to put the whole wiener in. Let me just put the tip in let me just put the mushroom in the tasty cakes. I promise I'm gonna take it slow. I'm not gonna hurt you. He was talking to that boy like a virgin. Like he was a teenager and he was a virgin. And he's like, "Look, let me just put the head in. I'm telling you, it's not gonna hurt." This shit is crazy, guys. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Modia is gay. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't. Okay? Because he recently was asked publicly, was he gay? And he could not answer the question to save his life when we already know. That's just like Will Smith. Like, we don't care what your sexuality is. What the big deal is that you've been hiding it for this long, and the world already kind of like knows already. That's the only reason why we even care. If you just flat out came out, "Yeah, I'm gay. These men are lying on me. We all was boyfriend and boyfriend." You know what I'm saying? It'll make more sense to us. But for every man to keep coming out saying that you R-worded them or you was about to R-word them and you was trying to smash and offering them money and for certain roles, you know what I mean? Look, I can accept him as a gay man. Yes, I can too, because I already accepted him as one. Pure survival. I don't really see him, no other way. Like, why live in discomfort if this is how you really are? And this is where your heart is at. It shouldn't matter. If people don't like your work of who you are, fuck them. Then you don't enjoy my work. You care more about my life and what I choose to do. If you don't like me because I eat pork, then fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to, just because you don't eat pork and tell me I shouldn't eat pork. No, pass me the pig feet. You know what I mean? People got the right to be who they are and love whatever they love. But Modia, it's hard for us to believe you, sir. You know what I mean? And all of these men is coming out. Not one female came out and said that you try to R-word them. All boys. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying I don't believe all of the boys. Like that one right there that took the car and everything. No, he was with the shits. He said, I thought he was going to kill off my role. Yes, you thought he was going to kill off your role, so you went over there and made it disappear. You went over there and backed it up for Modia. You went and got back in that same bed, buck-ass naked. You know what I mean? But yeah, shout out to everybody, guys, in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all of y'all. I just had to react to this, man. Y'all know I've been really covering the Carmelo Anthony case, so I really haven't been live in a minute. You know what I'm saying? That's why YouTube said, look, I ain't gonna let too many motherfuckers come in yet, Jamil. You gotta act like you care about us again. I got the curls in my head. Now, if Modia saw these curls, he'd be trying to hug me from the back. If he saw how wonderful my hair is right now on Pure Survival, he would assume that I'm making a pass at him. He said, Jamil, don't bring them curls around me, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, salute to all of y'all in the building. You know, we're gonna continue to cover this. Tyler Perry goes to clubs out Chicago here that are gay clubs. Wow, and that's why it's like, why don't you just be yourself, sir? There's people that know about you, know what you're doing. Big ups. Have a blessed one. Oh, yeah. Shout out Kylie, man. I'm going to try. Love you, too. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it's a pure survival mission. Tyler will push Lounge clean out the way. Yeah, get her right out the way, Drake's dad mustache. You know what I'm saying? They'll try to put something in her drink. She don't even drink, and nor do I. You know what I'm saying? And they'll try to put something in our motherfucking nojitos. These drinks we drink that is non-alcohol. They'll Modia put something in her drink. She passed the fuck out. Now I'm up there in the dungeon, buck ass naked. They got me naked under a goddamn plant. He trying to take advantage of me. I'm under a goddamn freak off mistletoe, and he's trying to take me down. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? I wake up, back blowed out, my back over there. It's just my front half moving around. I go find her, sweetheart, where you been at? I got raped by, oh, excuse me, damn, I can't even say that word. I got R-worded by Modia. But yeah, man, stay tuned, guys. Salute to you all, man. Modia comes out the closet.